Hey, how's it going guys? Phil here, and this is a review for the Oittm Wi-Fi Smart Plug Socket. You'll receive the outlet, white face panel, white tipped screws for the face panel, 2 long screws for the outlet housing, and an instruction manual. The instruction manual is brief, but illustrated with the electrical diagram. On the front of the outlet, you have a single 3-prong socket and a power button with status LED. These large holes are for the long screws, and these smaller holes are for the faceplate screws. On the back is where you'll insert the neutral wire, ground, and hot wire. There are no additional ports for pass-through power. This outlet is rated for 15 to 20 amps of current draw and 110 to 125 volts at 50 to 60 Hz. The max wattage is 2000 watts, and your Wi-Fi frequency must be 2.4 GHz on a BGN network in order to work with it. Let's go ahead and install this outlet. First, you'll want to make sure to shut the power off at the breaker. Then, when it's safe, remove the faceplate on the existing outlet and remove the screws holding on the socket. Now identify the wires. The bare or green wire is the ground, the white is the neutral, and the black is the live or hot wire. So now you can remove the wires from the existing outlet. In some cases, you may need to cut or pull the wires out with pliers. On the smart socket, we're going to unscrew the 3 screws at each wire port, then match them up with the corresponding wires. So I'll put the white one in first, and then screw down the screw, then the ground, and finally the live wire. Now you can place the socket into the receptacle and screw it in. The included screws actually weren't the right thread size, so I reused the screws from the outlet that was installed originally. Lastly, install the faceplate with the 2 white screws. Note that the white paint on these finished screws tend to chip and scratch off easily, so unfortunately they won't look super polished when you're done. Now let's switch the power back on, and when you do this, the status LED will start flashing blue. To connect the outlet to your Wi-Fi network, download and install the Smart Life app by Tuya. In the app, click the plus in the upper right-hand corner to add the socket and choose Electrical Outlet. Then press Confirm Indicator Rapidly Blink and supply your Wi-Fi password. The outlet takes about 30 seconds to connect. When connected, the LED light will stop flashing. Let's name this device Reading Light. When the socket is off, the LED light will be blue. Tap the power button on the screen to turn it on, and the LED light switches to red. Again, blue is off, and red is on. The app also lets you view the outlet's power usage statistics. Here's the electrical consumption data for watts, current, power, and voltage. Right now everything's 0 of course, but the voltage reading is just below 120 volts, which is correct. You can also set a countdown timer for anything that's plugged into the outlet, like a light socket, slow cooker, or even cell phone charger. There's an option to add a schedule of timers for on and off operation that you can set up for one-time events or daily and weekly schedules on specific days like weekdays. With an Amazon Alexa-enabled device like the Echo Dot, you can use voice commands to turn on and off the power to the socket. Just make sure the smart home skill is enabled in your Alexa app. Then remember to find the device in discovery mode. Alexa, find new devices.
Starting discovery. This will take up to 20 seconds. If you haven't already, please enable the smart home skill for your smart device from the Alexa app. Discovery is complete. I found 2 smart home devices. If your Philips bulbs were not discovered, please press the button on the bridge and rerun discovery.
Alexa, turn off reading light.
Okay.
Alexa, turn on reading light.
Okay.
Overall, the smart socket works as expected. It was easy to install and set up, and the voice commands are convenient for when I'm at home. When I'm not home, I can still control the outlet's power from anywhere with an internet connection with the Smart Home app. Of course, if your Wi-Fi ever goes out, you can still power on and off the socket using the physical power button above the socket. The only thing that would have made it better would have been if there were 2 sockets instead of 1. I hope you enjoyed this review. You can ask me any questions in the comments. I'll put a link to the product in the description below. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and join me next time.